Salutations. On a roll. Let's talk real quick about something, alright? Part of my experience I don't address a lot, which is a being that I call the mother of the hybrids, alright? And also something I was exposed to on my first adult onset experience that involved about 4 hours of missing time after I encountered one of these ships, alright? On board this ship was a maturation chamber and a being inside that I called the mother of the hybrids. What's very interesting about this being is that I'd seen a being similar to this illustrated by Christine Dennett. She had actually two different illustrations of this being, a being that looked quite similar that she called a pepperhead, all right? I've seen a being quite similar to that in terms of comparison. So in that way, I'm gonna go over a picture that Christine Dennett has done for me actually, that is the mother of the hybrid itself. And also we'll talk a little bit about the technology and the maturation room itself, all right? All right, this is the illustration of the mother of the hybrids, as I call her. This was done for me by Christine Dennett, all right? One thing I want to say from the get-go is that I didn't get correct is that she was not gray, okay? She was actually beige, much more of a beige color than gray. Her head was slightly bigger than this, all right? And the eyes were quite a bit bigger. But Christine did very good with my poor representations, and which was hard to describe, all right? Her arms were very long, and what you see here is a machine she's over, a maturation chamber, all right? In this room, this maturation chamber room, there was a definite mist all over the place that smelled a lot like ammonia. So I want to say that it was like some type of maybe a nitrogen, all right? It was very thick in there and made breathing very hard. At this point, at one point I was watching this being from across the room, then suddenly it's like I was smashing into one of her eyes, and she started telling me that this machine here wasn't working correctly and could hurt someone. Now what you can't see, this machine actually had what looked like some nano wires, tubes coming out of it, going into the wall also, and almost looked like I could just have hit the top of it there and it would have popped open. Alright, but I started telling her I haven't seen any technology like that ever. It's hundreds of years beyond anything we have here. And she said no, it was ancient, and that I helped create it and have to fix it. And that was blowing me away. But I was also getting sick in the room, telepathically through telethought. She's just smashing me. I mean, very, very strong telepathy. Now, what's interesting is that I've seen Christine Dennett. The reason why I had her do this is she has some other experiencers that have seen a similar being, all right? So, this is once again a maturation chamber, okay? And the mother of the hybrids is what I called her, all right? Very strong telepath, very loving, not a bad being at all right? The telepath, along with the disorientation experience, like the temporal aphasia felt in this room, made communication very difficult. But I just wanted to share this with you. When I presented this at the East Assetti Ranch, several people seemed to resonate with it, so I'll leave that with you. Very quickly, I wanted to show another Christine Dennett illustration. I've shown this before. This is the ship that I saw the mother of the hybrids on. Okay, that was on my first adult onset experience, alright? It later morphed into this. So when I tell you that I was getting sick on that ship and things were dimensionally out of proportion, that's what I mean. But this is the ship that had the hybrid chamber in there and the mother of the hybrids. Just wanted you to see for a reference for that. Thank you.